everybody, welcome to another Friday here in Burbank at the United Broadcasting Network. Welcome to Between the Sheets. We're on the first and third Friday of every month at 7 p.m. Pacific, and we have extended time. We go till 8:30. You get to spend time with all of us. Well, never mind what I was going to say. Anyway, we have Kurt in the house tonight. He's running the board, and you can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram at QTEBrat, BetweenTheSheetsPodcast.com. So we have lovely women here today, and we have a very special guest, and I'm going to fuck up her last name because obviously I have a problem with people's names. Delisha, she's not here, I actually said it correctly. To the right of me, I have Kim Sanchez.
Hello.
Hello. Amazing crumb cakes. She is a fucking amazing baker.
Cheeky.
Cheeky is right. Then we have Cheryl Murphy, who is back.
Good to be back.
She was doing her psychic thingies.
Yeah, I've been doing my psychic live demonstration thingies out and around.
But you've been far away, right?
I have been far away. I've been actually out studying in England and
awesome.
Yes, in London. So it's been lovely.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yay. Then we've got Roxanne.
Hello, everybody. Roxanne Rosen.
Hi,
Who
sweetheart.
really, look at her hair. Seriously. She spends a lot of money on product.
I do, actually. It doesn't move.
It doesn't move. And then we have Cara Noble in the house.
Yes, good evening. Now, we had a lovely night out last night. I
Oh
went out
my
with
gosh.
the girls last night, my first time.
With the lesbians.
You crazy lesbians.
Yes, they are.
Yes, we are. Yeah, they.
They.
What are you,
Yes,
pinch hitting
they
today,
are.
lady? And then I'm trying to find our show. Here it is. I'm trying to find our show on the thing. And then we have Mara Shane, who just apparently got some new nail things.
Yeah, they stick on or something. Those look good.
Peel on, stick on.
Ooh.
I don't hear myself at all.
Oh, that's so cute.
And then, oh my God, we are so AD. What are we? ADHD. Yeah, way much tonight. And then for the guest in the house, well, first I'll announce somebody else. We have Renee in the house, which you don't see, and Renee is the rock behind my guest today.
That's true.
They are a perfect couple. They are one of the most perfect couples I've ever met. But that's enough about your life, because saying. But we have a EP out right here.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can see it. It is called Tidal Wave. And the singer to my left, our guest this evening, amazing vocalist, performer. She's the hardest working girl in the business. She's like this month, 38 shows, people. 38.
gosh.
Unbelievable.
That's awesome.
Celeste
Barbier.
Barbier.
You got
I got it.
French, you got it.
It is. Celeste Barbier. So how do we do this? Celeste and Mara know each other for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And
We did a show together.
We did.
and then I met lovely. Well, I didn't meet her. We started talking on Facebook. And then I'm like, you all know most of you know I hate writing. It's like 3 seconds into a text, 3 seconds into a messenger. I'm like, what's your phone number?
Yeah.
Let's just talk.
Yeah.
I
That's
cannot do
exactly
this.
what happened.
Yeah.
And I called her, and we had a long, lovely conversation with her and her wife, Renee.
Getting to know you.
Getting to know you conversation. And we found out, to some degree, that we had a friend in common, Lori Hatfield. Hey, Laura. And so we talked about her vocal singing, but it was just really me being interested in it, and I started listening to the videos. And then simultaneously, at the same time, not that long after, she had an audition for The Voice. And we decided to meet up after the audition in The Voice because she lives far away from here. So
Very far.
Oceanside.
Not that far.
No, it's not. But it's like they were, I didn't want to drive down there, to be honest. The princess didn't want to drive down. So they were going to be downtown, right? Or in Hollywood.
Well, I was going to be up there for the voice audition.
Right, but in Hollywood or downtown, I forgot.
That was it was at the Staples Center.
The Staples Center, so downtown.
Or the convention center, that's right.
So as she was driving back, she has to pass Burbank. So we decided to meet, and we talked and talked and talked and talked.
Starbucks kicked us out.
So Starbucks kicked us out. And then what ended up happening is a week and a half before, I was invited to, as a recording session, to another friend of mine, Susan. And in there, I met Bob and Jane. Emmy Award, that's wrong. genre, Grammy Award winning, producers, sound engineers, songwriters, just fascinating. But there's something about their vibe that I got, and I thought it would mesh with Celeste.
And it did. It really did.
Called her.
So cool.
Yeah.
Called her, said, you want to do this meeting. 3 days later, they drove up to Hollywood, and we sat in the studio and hashed things out. And then I'm like, okay, see ya. You know?
She checked out.
I checked out.
Leave
It's like,
me with them.
Yep, which is what,
She's
technically-
matchmaker.
Matchmaker, that's what I do, matchmaking. And I'm like, okay, you guys work shit out. And they did.
Yeah.
And
was
this is the
kismet.
final product.
Yeah.
And
I want to pass,
That's
and I brought one for
beautiful.
everyone at the table, so I wanted to pass them out
That is
so
so
you guys
sweet
can
of you.
see. And I brought one for Kurt too.
I just love
And,
this cover. It's
We
so
can
gorgeous.
Pass those over there too.
Wow.
So I wanted to get your
Wonderful.
reactions while we were on air.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, everybody, don't forget,
Very
you can
cool.
call in and talk to Celeste and any one of us. It's 323-524-2599. 323-524-2599. We already have 2 callers. All right, enough. No one wants to give a shit how I met you. Let's take caller number 1. Hello, caller? Hello? Welcome to Between the Sheets. Hello, hello? Earth to caller? Nothing? Nothing?
Anybody there?
Do we have another one? Or they just like disappeared on us?
They're still on. They're just not there. And the other one hung up, so.
Okay. Well, we'll continue until you figure out how to get these people on the line. Hey, Kurt, can you keep the monitor on? Because I like to see what's going on.
Of course, yes.
Call back. Give us a call
Yeah,
back.
please call back. So, anyway, so this is the product, and it's amazing, and it looks so professional, and it is.
So it is.
And you, so why don't you tell us a little bit about who you are?
Okay, sure. So my name is Celeste Barbier. You guys got that. But I've been performing for a number of years down in Southern California. I went to Chapman University. I studied classical voice, opera singer. I sang for Pope John Paul II in the Sistine Chapel as part of my education. I got to tour.
That's a name drop.
Yeah.
It was a pretty amazing thing in 2000. That was through the university, and then I kind of shelved my music career for a while because you need to pay the bills in California, and then eventually, and I also had other issues with around body issues about being afraid to get out in public. Being an oversized, plus size kind of girl. And a lot of those were kind of indoctrinated into me in my younger years. But finally, when I turned 30, I decided, can I say fuck it?
Yeah.
I know that you don't have a swear jar anymore, right?
Well, you know what? I
have to give it up.
Wait.
It's
I
pointless.
left it in the car. It doesn't exist.
Thank fucking God.
It was fucking pointless.
Thank you.
I'm sure you're racking up quite a fund. But so anyway, I had a huge 30th birthday concert because I had performed with this surf rock band over at Dawn the Beachcombers, which is no longer there. But the owner took me aside in front of the band and was like, I want you to play here every single week, but I want you doing jazz. And so very, very quickly, I threw together a jazz trio of women that I found on Craigslist. And
Oh my God! Hold on one second.
Yeah.
We just went to our friend Janet
String Revolution.
to String Revolution, and she said she found her
Yes,
people
on Craigslist.
On Craigslist too.
And we thought she was joking.
Yeah.
I'm like, but she
Yeah.
wasn't. She
No,
was serious.
so serious.
And they're amazing.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, we didn't end up having the longevity, but we ended up doing this all the time. And I told my wife, I said, please never let me get off the stage again. Because now that I've proven that people are not going to heckle me and harass me for my size, I need to keep doing this. And ever since then, it's been about career building. And now I have a huge reputation in San Diego. I'm constantly booked. I have 38 gigs this month.
Amazing.
I generally average about 30 gigs a month. But it's not just singing for wineries and upscale restaurants and brunch cruises, but I also sing for galas, nonprofit events, all kinds of private events. I'm a wedding singer and a wedding minister, so I do weddings a lot. And I just got Best of the Knot for 2020, so I'm excited about that. And I also sing for seniors with dementia and Alzheimer's disease. I do about 10 to 15 of those a month as well, where I go in and help give their little memory a kickstart with some Sentimental Journey and It Had to Be You and all the old classics. So what I'm known for in San Diego is singing old music, 1920s through 1970s. So this record, I kept a complete secret from all my fans. Nobody knew. I blabbed it to a couple of my close, intimate friends, but it was totally on the down low. So when I finally came out of the recording closet, everyone was so surprised, and I've sold 100 of these so far, and it's on iTunes, Amazon Music, and I have no idea how many are selling, but I'm getting left and right people saying, I love your new music, and I'm getting a lot of great new feedback.
But how did you go from the Craigslist band to really deciding what your full potential was, what your vocal styling was, where your comfort zone was? When did that make the switch?
You know, I kept trying to put bands together. I kept trying and failing. It was like dating. It was like I was dating like 4 or 5 people at a time and trying to make it work, and it just wasn't working. It would always be one person, or somebody's feelings would get hurt, or somebody would feel like they weren't bringing it to the table, and I could tell we were at different levels. People had day jobs. I didn't have a day job. This was my only job. And so my dedication to this was 100%, and it was hard to find people that were completely dedicated the way that I was. Plus, I wanted to sing a range of styles: jazz, blues, folk. I'm classically trained, but I'm doing a lot of classical at shows. Sometimes I do show tunes, but I wanted to do all these different genres, and it was really difficult finding the right mesh of people. So when I found out that technology would allow me to stream tracks behind me, I figured all that out. And also it ended up being more viable for me as a performer to be able to support myself, because as with a band, a lot of musicians know you come home with like 30, 50, maybe $100 if you're lucky at night. But now I get to bring home the whole pot, and I get to be able to support myself and do this all the time.
Oh my goodness, the dream.
I want to play one song. This is because I was part of the process when she was deciding what songs in the beginning. And she sang when we came. They had to hear her voice, so she didn't. The tracks didn't work, and she sang. You sang a cappella.
We didn't. Yeah, they didn't even want the tracks.
No.
They were like, let's just hear.
She sang a cappella, and it was like jaw dropping, because I had only seen videos on Facebook that
Thank you,
Renee
Renee.
does, and I've never seen her. But it was a feeling I got, and I realized. I it's like I love music, so I feel it, and it's like this girl's got something. And so when they were talking, I said to her, we talked about it, I said, I hope you're going to sing Feeling Good, the Nina Simone song.
It's one of my favorite
It's
songs.
one of my favorite songs. And I thought, okay, well, now this is great. So I'd like to, Kurt, cue up Feeling Good.
Great song.
I just want to say it's produced by Jane Getz and Bob Tucker, mixed by Bob, and a lot of other people, but it's Jane and Bob. Hi, Jane. Hi, Bob. Thank you.
Jane and Bob. It's like an all in one. When you connected me to exactly what I needed, because Jane plays piano, Bob does guitar and bass. They're excellent. The only people we had to bring in outside were the drummers.
Drums. Yeah. So let's start off with hearing the first. And by the way, one deal I said with Celeste was, I'll hook you up, but before you go on air with any other interviews, you have to premiere it on our show. And she did.
First dibs.
So we have first dibs. So let's play Feeling
Thank
Good.
you.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Oh, blossom on the tree, yeah, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, yeah. And I'm feeling good. Dragonfly out in the sun, you know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies all having fun, you know what I mean. Oh, sleep in peace when the day's done. That's what I mean. And this old world is a new world, and an old world for me. And I'm feeling good. Stars when you shine, you know how I feel. Scent of the pine, you know how I feel. Oh, freedom is mine, is mine. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. And I'm feeling good. Oh yeah, I'm feeling good. Ooh, I'm feeling good. And I'm feeling good.
Oh, you slay.
That's amazing.
That was
Thank
great.
Thank you. And that's
So
the first time most of
lovely.
you guys have this table have ever heard me perform.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Amazing. Yeah.
So the thing is,
you.
know, it's hard to do as we were discussing in just the initial process in singing a cover. Anybody can sing a cover, but it's making the cover yours. And I think you did. You, Jane, Bob did a fantastic job in keeping the integrity of the song, but you had your own twists. So how did you, the other songs are Tidal Wave, which we'll get to later. That's an original. It's written by Jane and Celeste, but it was based off of a poem.
A love
A
poem
love
to my
poem
wife.
to her wife.
Yeah.
She also has done All of Me, which is another classic.
John Legend. Yeah, classic.
And then Envy, which is written by Jane
And Kama Ruby.
and Kama Ruby.
Yeah.
So we'll hear them throughout the evening. But how did you pick? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Cara.
I was just going to say, it was written by Leslie Brookus and Tony Newley. And
Right.
They were friends of my parents. I
Oh,
grew
my
up with
goodness.
them.
Wow.
And Tony's dead, I'm afraid, but
Oh,
Leslie
yeah.
Brookus is still alive. He lives in Hollywood, and I know his son, and I'm going to pass it on.
Well, I would love
I
that.
am.
Thank
and
you
do you
so
know
much.
that I am friends with Tony Newley's daughter, Tara,
Tara.
and the son, Sasha?
Wow. Now,
Yeah.
I don't know them
Small
at all, but
world.
how about that?
Because him and Joan Collins, they did the Nasty. Yeah.
He was with Yvonne Romain.
Correct. Yeah. Yes, they did.
They're all the glamorous B-list stars of the 60s.
Oh,
So how do when you were coming together? I
Yeah.
mean, I know you said it was really important that you wanted to do Tidal Wave because it was something that meant to you. But
choosing the other songs.
choosing the other, how did you get to choosing the other songs? How did the process work with Jane? Why don't you take us through briefly, sort of how that process worked?
Like you kind of said, with Feeling Good, it's already a song I perform all the time at my shows. And every time I was singing the song, as I was trying to envision my future, I kept really embracing. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life. And those words just really were hitting me in the heart center. They were just really taking over. And so I knew I had to sing that song. Plus, that's the song I auditioned with the voice for, but it didn't go anywhere. But I really wanted to do this song. It meant a lot to me. The lyrics in the song, and I just love that song. So that was the Feeling Good was automatically. I was going to do that song, even though I know there's amazing versions out there. When we did an R&B version, which was Jane's concept, I just felt it. I'm like, this is perfect. This is exactly. I don't think I've ever heard a version anything like this. With All of Me, I wanted to pick. So I'm like I said, I'm kind of associated with doing old timey music. I'm old, 20th century, 30s through 60s, and so I wanted to make sure there was something that represented kind of my reputation. So I have that old songs, I have that Feeling Good in there, but I also wanted to surprise my listeners with some modern and contemporary stuff. Now, because I'm a wedding singer, All of Me has been on my list for weddings and for love songs for a while. But I really love that song. But it is so simple the way that John Legend does it, which is perfect because he doesn't need to do anything else to it. But it's his voice and piano. So that left a lot of room for how we could change it and modify it to do a different version with a female voice, change the key, change the feel of the song. So that's why All of Me was chosen. And then I really wanted to do a kind of an homage or justice to Jane for working with me and let her pick a song that she thought that I should do. So she sent me 4 or 5 suggested songs that she had written, and Envy stood out to me because it has a really catchy tune. It's got I was singing it after I was done, and I was like, okay, this has got a nice catchy groove. So I thought we could do something, and I felt like I could maybe update the song a little bit more and just change it up, just little tweaks and make it my own song. So we did that, and it was just kismet. It was amazing.
I'm glad I'm so happy for you.
I'm
I
so
really
happy.
am. Everyone, again, I think we have the phone situation set up. 323-524-2599. That is 323-524-2599. My voice sucks tonight because yesterday we went to a concert.
We went to the Whiskey A Go-Go.
We went to the Whiskey A
Oh,
Go-Go.
right.
And I'm sorry to deter for a minute.
That's okay.
But Cherie Curry and Brie Darling performed, and as promised, we went. And they didn't go on till 11:15.
Oh, my goodness.
They didn't get off till 12:15. I was screaming very loudly as if I was 12. So my voice is kind of like, I guess it's kind of sultry tonight, I think.
They were so fabulous.
They were
Oh my
amazing.
gosh.
Oh
They
my God.
tore down the house.
Yeah.
last
And I met
night.
them and knew about them right here.
Yes.
So if they are touring again, wherever they go see them. So, first of all, support women. They have done tons of stuff from Fanny and the Runaways and solo careers, but together it really is lightning. Like what is it called when lightning strikes? Like I don't know, what's that thing? I don't know that shit. But it's like meant to be. So if you see them performing, go out and support them and support all women. Support all women groups. It's really important that we are unified. We get enough shit from people, women backbiting, gossiping, and all that
don't
crap.
stand for anything.
You know what? We have to empower each other, not tear each other down.
Exactly.
And that's my message and my soapbox for tonight. But we do have a caller. Caller. Hi, welcome to Between the Sheets. How are you? What's your name?
Shannon.
Hi, Shannon. Do you have a
No, it
question?
is. Shannon Murphy.
It is Shannon Murphy. I'm going to bet it's Shannon Murphy.
She's calling from Nebraska. Are you a little chilly out there?
Shannon?
Nice and cold here.
Yeah, we're it's freezing here. It's about 50 degrees.
You sound like you're speaking through your sweater.
Yeah.
So, Shannon, do you have any questions to ask Celeste, or do you know her enough, or do you want to comment on the song? I mean, just let us know.
Well, anybody that knows me knows that I love Celeste. I'm one of her hugest fans, even though I'm so far away. As far as the song goes, I love all of her music. Everything's great.
Don't commit to anything.
Right.
Yeah, super excited about the new CD. Just really sorry that I missed her
It's okay.
debut of it, and I wasn't there for it, but I'm always with her in heart.
I love you, Shannon.
Well, thank you, Shannon, for calling, and
Love
thank you
you.
for supporting this amazing talent, probably for a long time. So you found her before I did. So there you go.
Years.
Well, thank you, Shannon.
Yes, I was lucky.
Stay warm in Nebraska.
Yeah. Bye,
Okay,
Shannon.
thank you.
Bye. I want to
Okay,
play another
bye.
song. I want to play another song.
Go right into another one. Okay.
I want to play the John Legend, All of Me. Do you have that
Oh,
queued
that's
up,
my
sweetheart?
Yep.
Thanks, Kurt.
I love that one.
Here we go.
What would I do without your smart mouth? Drawing me in and you kicking me out. You got my head spinning, no kidding. I can't pin you down. What's going on in that beautiful mind? I'm on your magical mystery ride, and I'm so dizzy, don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright. Head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind, 'cause all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, I'll give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. How many times do I have to tell you? Even when you're crying, you're beautiful too. The world is beating you down. I'm around through every move. You're my downfall, you're my muse. My worst distraction are rhythm and blues. I can't stop singing, it's ringing in my head for you. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind. 'Cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, I give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. Give me all of you. Cards on the table, we're both showing hearts, risking it all, though it's hard. 'Cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, I give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. I give you all of me, and you give me all of you.
Okay, you know I come from television because Cara is bawling her head off.
Yeah.
Sanchez is bawling her head off, and I literally said to them, "Keep crying. It makes for good television. Please keep crying. This is amazing." And it's a testament to you. This song it's a beautiful song to start with, and your arrangement. And I love that it has a woman's voice.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. And then, of course, let me thank Tristan, who had one snot rag in her bag, and she
Yes.
split it between the both of them.
Snot rag.
A snot rag in her purse.
funny.
And, that's how we are in Between the Sheets. We share everything.
It's not like
it
that. Not like
It
that.
is so much more beautiful with the female voice.
Yeah.
It
It
is just haunting.
Yeah.
You
Very
know?
angelic.
I mean, I'm headed into
Lovely.
I just have to say, I'm headed into my first holiday season without my ex. And it's tragically difficult. And that song, like literally right now, I could just go out and just cry.
Well, by
for
the way,
rest of the
but
night.
see, we know that, Kim. See, we know that, Kim, which is why we as a group are booked all the way through December 22nd. Every fucking day we're doing something. Because that's kind of the way it is. Because, again, we had a show last time on grief and loss. And, I was feeling, and I'll be very brief, on Thanksgiving, I wasn't having a good day. And it was really weird. It was weird. And I have to say, and it has nothing to do because it's the show or my show, but I normally, when I'm in that space, I go to music that makes me want to slip my wrists to feel sorry for myself.
That's a
dwell in
water
it.
sign
You know, to
thing, by
even
the
more.
way.
What?
Yeah.
That's a water sign thing to do, by the way.
Well,
You're not.
I'm not, but
I am.
it doesn't matter. I am an
a
emotion.
water
I am.
sign.
Emotions.
I am an oxymoron or an anomaly or some shit. But I'm not normal.
You're an
okay,
anomaly.
so I know that. So I usually go to music that will slip. And I said, you know what? No. And I didn't call any of you because everybody
You
had
called
their.
me.
Well, I did.
We were on
eventually.
the phone all night.
That was.
I know she always forgets about me. I get no credit for anything.
No, wait. But that was after. After because I'm thinking
After she worked through
I'm
it.
like, who's as pathetic as I am that we weren't invited anywhere for Thanksgiving? Oh, Tristan.
Roxanne.
I was invited.
I was, but I wanted to stay home with my dog.
No, I'm kidding. But and I was invited. Diane. Hi, Diane. Thank you very much. I'm not trying to. But after I didn't decide to do that, you know what I actually did? I actually pulled up on my TV because we have YouTube on Roku, and watched our show.
Oh,
how cute.
The one on grief.
The one on grief. And that kind of like, I have to say, fuck it. We have a really fucking good show. And thank you guys for making it what it is. I really do appreciate it. It's a real grassroots word of mouth stuff because thank you. We have callers, but I don't know what the fuck I was talking about. But Thanksgiving callers, who gives a shit? But the grief show was awesome, and but this is going to be on my playlist now for these slitting songs. We have 2 callers. Are we ready with one? Hi, caller. How are you? Welcome to Between the Sheets. Please, what's your name? E.T. Phone home. Sorry.
You're breaking up.
Oh, you're breaking up. You may have to call in again. If you could hang up and call in again, please, I'd appreciate that. It's a really shitty reception. Thank you. Next caller. Do we have another one? Hello, welcome to Between the Sheets. Who's calling, please? Hello, Earth.
We have phone issues.
We have phone issues tonight. All right, well, we'll just keep talking.
We could
Okay, we
just,
can keep
list our favourite weepy songs. Mine is Michael McDonald. I Can Let Go Now.
Oh, wait,
my
Oh, wait,
God.
caller.
Yeah.
Hi, how are you? What's your name?
She hung up.
Oh, she hung up.
Don't hang up,
Okay,
people.
yours is Michael McDonald what?
I Can Let Go Now. Do you know that song?
Yeah, I do.
Oh my God, it's gorgeous.
Okay, what's yours?
Well, I love this song more than anything, but I can't listen to it without crying, and that's Stardust by Nat King Cole.
I love that song.
Okay, what's yours?
I like Judy Collins' In My Life.
Nice.
That's a good one.
That's a very-
There's so many different ones.
So many different ones.
Smile by Nat
Roxanne?
King Cole.
Are we doing sad songs?
Yeah.
songs.
What's your favorite sad song?
That's gonna be It Won't Rain All the Time by Jane Siberry.
Very interesting.
That's
Cheryl?
obscure.
I have a new song. I have a new thing. All with me. This is my
Hey,
new
you
one.
did not cry right now. You didn't
I'm
get a
just a little
tissue.
emotional.
She was crying on the
inside.
inside.
You didn't see this eye. I was tearing on this.
And Kim?
Pretty much any country song ever written.
Really?
Do you like Patsy Cline?
I do.
I do her entire songbook. I do a whole
I
tribute
know.
show.
And you're great
Yeah.
at Etta James songs.
I
too,
love
which
Patsy. I love Etta.
Yes.
I'm going to do something in a minute. My favorite song that always makes me cry is Bonnie Raitt. I Can't Make You
Oh,
Love
that's
Me.
such a
Oh
sad
my
song.
God.
Oh.
Gorgeous.
And it's probably the story of my life. Which is why it hits
We've all
home.
been there.
Yeah. I could play that song in a second and I'll be crying.
Oh, I also
We can go
cry-
on forever, but
But
go ahead.
There's so
I
many
have
great
to say,
songs.
Go ahead, Mara.
Gwen Stefani's song Running. Oh my God, it's kind of got that music box little
But
thing
there's
in the
their
back.
empowering songs. Like I'm an 80s freak. All right?
Yeah.
So one of my big empowering songs is It's My Life by Talk Talk.
Yes.
Oh yeah, she does that too over.
I know she does.
Yeah.
But I mean, but music. Let's talk about music.
Yeah.
Yes.
I started in the music business. I've been involved in the music business for a long time. It sounds like I talk, and I talk well. To write, I can't. So to write someone something of feelings, I can't do it. I stumble. If they don't want to talk to me, what I'll do is I'll send them a song. Because other people say and capture the emotions and stuff that I can't. That's how I communicate, whether it's sadness. If I can't come up with the words, and sometimes I can't, it's always a song. Yes, Mara?
Elton John, he says it right there. You know, if you're hurting, if somebody's hurting enough to write it down,
We've got Mara Shane singing here.
and every single word makes sense. Yes, that song's one of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
of his,
songs.
right?
Well, and music, I mean, it uplifts you. You can, I mean, I
It
don't
does.
know. Like anytime I'm super sad, and I don't have to cry, but like just to get myself back up again, music does that.
Yeah.
And I happen to be a huge country music fan, and I have to tell you
Oh.
that it was sudden and it was shocking even to me. But I did live in Atlanta for 10 years, so that kind of spurred it along. But the songs that tell a story
do.
are
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I work for the Country Music Awards. I mean, I've
Yeah.
always done the Grammys. I've always done the Grammys, and that's been sort of my wheelhouse. And then the guy who used to do the Grammys, I mean the CMAs, the ACM, sorry, he left, and then I became the queen of live events, and they're like, You're going to work on the Country Awards. I'm like, really? Seriously? Really? Okay. And it's in Vegas. And so we went to Vegas the first time, and I have to say, I appreciate, it's been a while now since I've been working on it. I really do appreciate the music. They're wonderful storytellers. Yeah. And they're the nicest people ever.
Nashville is such an amazing town. It's an amazing town.
Exactly.
So I have a question for Celeste,
Please.
if I may.
If you may.
I figure you just came out of the womb singing. Is that just like pretty much like I'm here?
Pretty much. I was raised Catholic, so I remember
I'm sorry.
sitting in those.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for that.
And I was adopted, and I remember that I was adopted at age 5, and I remember my parents were both in the choir, and they both my mom was actually the music director, even though she didn't know how to read music or anything. And then, but this is Our Lady of the Pines in a town called Conifer at 10,000 feet in Colorado.
Okay, that's so weird. Our Lady of the Pines in a town called Conifer.
Yeah, I know. It's exact. And it was a really small town, and they just did the whole and their little music group at the church was called the Pine Beatles.
Oh my God.
So they handed my dad a
It's
guitar.
like she grew up in Twin Peaks.
Yeah. Oh, you have no idea. And they didn't like my dad's singing voice, so they just stuffed a guitar in his hands and said, "Just play the guitar and don't sing." And my mom, she sang like Tom Waits because she smoked 3 packs of cigarettes a day, and
So she sounds like this.
Yeah. She sang a whole octave lower than me, and so. But I grew up and I would sing. I would open up the hymnals and pretend like I knew how to sing, like the read the notes, and I would just start making up melodies with the words. And so I started singing really young, and then it became like I would be at church and I'd be singing. You know how people singing, I don't know if you've been to Catholic church, but people like hallelujah, and there's no like emphasis, and here's me loud and proud. Yeah, exactly.
So they really
And I'd be like
drag.
loud and proud, and I'd be like, so singing, I'm gonna sing loud, and people would be turning around in the pews. I'm like 5-6 years old, and they'd be turning around like, you have a very nice singing voice, little girl. And so, and as I kept getting older, I just kept getting more of these comments, and I just said, maybe I should sing. And so I became like the soloist in the church when I was young.
Oh my.
And then it was and then I played clarinet in the band, but they didn't have choir in elementary school. And then I was getting all these compliments in choir, and then suddenly my 6th grade teacher, she said, what was that?
That's my phone.
Oh.
I'm so sorry about that.
It's okay.
So my 6th grade teacher, she said, hey, why don't you audition for the talent show? And at the time, I was a fat kid. I'm still a fat adult. And I was teased.
You're
and I was
not
bullied.
fat. You know what?
We
don't use the word fat. No one is fat. There's no labeling. You're beautiful.
Well, thank
of
you.
how you are, you're beautiful. We're all beautiful.
Well, I was bullied though. I was relentlessly
Well, we all were
bullied.
bullied.
We were all
We
bullied.
were all bullied.
bullied.
Everybody
Being
around this
overweight.
table, except maybe for Cheryl, because she's
was
got a
picked
higher.
on.
You were.
I was picked on in
I
high
wasn't.
school.
No,
You were.
because you were fucking everybody.
Oh,
Goodness.
Wow.
in 6th grade.
I love how she just calls everyone out.
So I was asked to do the talent show, and so my teacher, my music teacher, she said, "I really want you to audition for the talent show." I'm like, "Oh no, I can't sing in front of all these people. They're gonna humiliate me. They're gonna mock me." And she said, "Just go. You have the best singing voice in the children's choir. Just go and sing." And so I sang. She asked me what song I wanted to sing. I said, "I want to sing Memory from Cats." She said, "That's a really hard song." I'm like, "I don't care. I'm going to do Memory from Cats. It's on my music box at home." And I loved that song, and I did it, and I got a standing ovation. They said, "You did the best audition. We want to make you the last performance. We want to make you." So my peers, 6th grade. Okay, so there was a lot of like, it's not over till the fat lady sings kind of stuff. And I was wearing this cute black and white culottes outfit. You know, it's black on one side with white flowers and white on the other side with black flowers, and a big flop hat with a big white flower on it. And so some people started mooing as well.
Oh wow!
I was mood, not booed, but mood. Oh, I was mood, and I was teased. But all the parents, all the teachers, a lot of the students gave me a standing ovation.
That's cool.
And I just had to get the hard lesson that there's going to be people that hate you no matter what, and there's going to be people that love you no matter what, and you just have to decide if this is for you. And so from that point forward, I dropped the clarinet, I became a singer, and that was the beginning of the rest of my life.
But that's a good point about body image, especially in the entertainment business.
Yeah.
A friend of mine, she is the lead singer of a 80s group called Romeo Void de Beau Royale. And she was also a larger woman. And when she came out with her song in the 80s, I Might Like You Better If We Slept Together. That's her
a
song.
good song.
And the record label did not put her on the cover of the album or the CD because they were afraid it wouldn't sell because it was a fat girl. And when they did the music video, they got some skinny woman to do the
Be her?
to be her.
Oh, those were different days.
Yes, and then that was the 80s. It was all
Right.
about the image, the MTV, that
The
sort
jeans.
of the jeans.
Well, the Jane Fonda parading around in her, you
Yeah.
know, the aerobics
workout
thing,
shit.
and everybody was so perfect, like their
But
bodies.
wasn't even like Adele was pressured to lose weight,
But-
and
Big
to,
time.
you know.
But I mean, Adele. I mean, there's so many. I mean, but it's just in the white. Maybe you'll get me wrong. It's just in the white market because in the R&B and soul market,
fine.
they were big. They were big girls with big voices, and it was no one said, "Oh, what a fatty."
Aretha, go lose some weight. We're not going to put you
No
on
one
TV.
told Aretha to go lose some weight. You know, actually, Diana Ross needed to eat more. You know what I mean? But, you know, it just was really very white American because that's what the dollars were. The dollars weren't the people of color buying. Because even in Latins, I mean, there was like the icon of the Latin salsa movement was Celia Cruz. And she was a larger woman. It was only the white. They wanted to sell white. They wanted to sell a certain thing. And it hasn't really been, I would say, probably in the last, and this is scary to say, but I'm going to say the last 15 years, that women, white women, have been able to sort of go out there and be able to flaunt their beauty, no matter what it was, because we're all beautiful.
Do you think it's something about TV now where anyone can be on TV?
It's that body
wait,
positivity.
but you know what?
movement.
But I'll even say even about the English, because I love Alison Moyet.
British.
Oh, yes.
Alison Moyet was
She got
amazing.
thin, though.
She got thin eventually. But when she was doing it in the 80s, amazing voice. And so it seemed like Europe and everybody else was so ahead of our puritanical United States, which is usually what happens. So, but you know, Adele did break ground.
Yeah.
She, you know, it was there had been that, but she really broke ground. And I remember seeing her for the Grammys for the first time. And, you know, because I'm there for rehearsals. And I think it was maybe the first time she did her one hit, and it was the second time at the Grammys. They literally had in the middle of the room just a round little stage, and it was a solo spotlight on her. And she sang, I can't remember the song, but she sang the song. And there was very little musical production to the track that she was singing to, or there was a track. Literally, I'm sitting there, and my tears welled up because she's amazing. And I have to say, she has nothing on you.
Thank you.
So, I mean, you are a force to be had. Let's play. I want you to explain. I want you to talk about Envy. We're going to play Envy. We're going to keep the best for last.
Okay.
Because that has a story.
Okay.
Why don't you tell us how? I know you said that Jane had submitted some songs. What made you pick this one, Envy?
Well, like I said before, it was mostly because it had that kind of catchy beat, and I have had people that have expressed. So the lyrics on the song are really about how if you're jealous of other people and what they're doing, and if you're paying attention, if your focus is on what they're doing, you're never going to be happy, ever. Just stay in your own lane, celebrate others, and I'm all about that. I love empowering other women. I'm going to be on that Women's Power Tour.
Right.
I've always supported other women, and I celebrate my other women. I sing for burlesque shows, and I love that the burlesque community has really opened up to every size, every age, every
We just went to
shape.
one.
Oh yeah, I probably knew some of the girls that were in it. Yeah.
We just went to one.
And I've sung and I've guest performed at several burlesque shows, and I love the body positivity movement and how that's shifted the change. And the millennial attitudes are really helping shift older attitudes towards body image, because they're saying, hey, why do you care what I look like?
Yeah.
Why do you care that I'm overweight? Why does it matter to you? Why don't you look at the talent and the skills that I'm bringing forth, and stop judging me by my appearance? And Lizzo is doing a fantastic job. She's kind of like a big middle finger to everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, literally with her little bag of fucks that she brought. And Mary Lambert, and then another artist. You guys might remember Candy Cane.
Yes.
Okay, so Candy Cane was a good friend of mine, and I used to guest perform with her as well. And she had a really difficult time with her career too, because of her weight and because of some of the things that people were judging her for her past. And so a lot of, in San Diego, she was really well known. So everywhere I go, people are like, are you Candy Cane? I'm like, no, but she passed away. But she was an amazing influence on me. And to see her just own the stage and just be a big woman and own the stage. But she got the pancreatic cancer and lost all the weight, so nobody recognized her anymore. So people were like thinking that I was her. Oh my God. But it was interesting to see that nobody cared, but I never wanted my reputation to be wrapped up with whether or not I'm a lesbian, whether or not I'm big or small. It's not about all
As
those
we all
things.
know, she is, by the way.
Of course she is. Everyone's a bloody lesbian.
Because her wife has one of those names like Pat. It's Renee. It could be Renee girl, Renee boy. She's a lesbian, and one of our kind. So hey, look, we're going to listen.
Can I just say what my friend Patty gave me this wonderful advice? It's not our business what other people think.
Yeah,
Right.
it's not.
Because they
Very
have,
true.
they've got their
It's usually
set of
their
morals, religion.
It's their bullshit and their issues, and
It
we
is.
just buy into it because of our. Well, we'll get to this after the
Indoctrination.
song. Remember. 323-524-2599. We're going to listen to Envy, and hopefully we'll come back with some questions. 323-524-2599.
Sit and stare, I can feel your envy. You force a smile, but you're just pretending. You try to speak, but your words betray you. You wanna get up and leave, but your feet won't obey you. They won't take you. Envy, envy. You've been dancing with the devil and the green-eyed monster. Envy, envy. You like to play the victim and pretend to suffer. Envy, you think if you were me, life would be so easy. But if you got envy, nothing in this whole world would ever make you happy. Envy. Envy. You wanna grab the spotlight, steal the show, have everything and everybody under your control. You wanna walk in my shoes, but are you willing to work like a dog, do some heavy lifting? Who do you think you're kidding? Envy, envy. You've been dancing with the devil and the green-eyed monster. Envy, envy. You like to play the victim and pretend to suffer. Envy, you think if you were me, life would be so easy. But if you got envy, nothing in this damn world would ever make you happy. Get your own life, get your own plan, get your own style. You need a little cash, you can count on that. Envy, envy. Ooh, envy, envy. Ooh, envy,
Wow
Nice
again.
Thank
Bob,
you.
I
Beautiful.
love the
Thank you.
guitar
You
on
can
this.
see why I liked it song when I heard it. It's got that catchy. I saw you guys all bobbing your head.
So we have a caller. So let's
Sultry.
before we have any more questions, let's
who
let's
it
see who
is.
the caller is. They were very patient. Hello, welcome to Between the Sheets. Who's calling?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Who? What's your name?
Awesome. I can't believe I got through. My name is DK.
Hi, DK. Where are you calling from?
Okay.
DK and I have been
I'm
chatting a
calling from
lot.
Florida.
Oh,
Hi.
are you enjoying the show?
I am absolutely loving it. Gan, you're fabulous.
Thank
I
you.
love your podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And you've picked perfect women to sit on the panel. They're all smart, strong, beautiful women.
Thank you.
Thank you. They
I
were
love
all
it.
picked by intuition and heads or tails.
The coin toss.
Now, for Celeste, I love your story and the awesome songs tonight.
Thank you.
I am so glad the show has introduced you to so many of us who will now get to know you
I'm so
and your
excited.
music even better.
Oh, that means so
Thank
much
you
to me.
so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you so much for calling in, DK. I really appreciate that. I really am glad that my music has touched you from afar.
Hey, DK, what part of Florida
Thank you.
you're from?
I'm in South Florida between Fort Lauderdale and Palm Beach.
Oh, I used to have a house in Boca Raton for a minute.
What? When? Really?
I did. Really, I did for a minute.
Okay, well, then we were probably neighbors for that minute.
That could possibly be. I used to go to Winn-Dixie and Publix all the time, so. Well, thank you for calling. I'm glad you enjoyed the show. Thank you. Please tell your friends because I'm a publicity whore and I don't have money to, get the word out. So please tell your friends and thank you. Thank you for supporting us. Really, it means a lot. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Have a great rest of the show. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. It's late over there. It's 11 o'clock. We have another caller. Let's keep it rolling. Hi, caller. Welcome to Between the Sheets. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Denise.
Oh,
Hey,
it's Renee's
Denise.
sister.
Hold on, Denise. Do me a favor. The volume that you're listening to the show, can you please turn it off because we're getting like a feedback, please.
Yes.
It's Deneen.
Denise, sorry.
Her sister's name is Denise.
Oh, how is everybody doing?
Good. How are you?
So great.
And where were you calling from?
I'm calling from Carlsbad, San Diego County.
Very nice. So I can't believe Is this the first time you're hearing the music?
No, she's my wife's sister.
No.
You're supposed. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
My sister.
Wait a minute. You have the Facebook page where you are where you you eat a certain way, don't you?
No, that's her. That's Denise.
That's
this
Denise.
is Denise.
Damn it!
She
All
has
these
two
D's,
sisters,
and they're both D's.
Yeah, and Denise is gay, but Deneen is our straight
Yeah, they're
sister.
both-
Wait, hold on. Which one? So the one on the phone is gay or
she's
straight?
straight.
You're the straight one. I'm sorry. Okay.
Keep it straight.
Gotta label you here.
Just don't call her a breeder.
No.
That's so insulting.
Is it really though?
Yeah.
But you are.
So what's coming up
Well, I
next
did.
for Celeste?
What's coming up next for me? That's what I'm kind of just leaving it open to the universe, but I am going straight into recording another EP. So all the money that I'm using from the sales of this CD and all of my internet sales and everything, they're all going towards my next fund because everything I did was self-funded. We, for the brief second, thought about doing a GoFundMe, thought about doing a Kickstarter of some sort, and then I thought, no, my fans have been supporting me for years and years and years, coming to all of my shows, buying my CDs, and coming to these shows. So I wanted to be self-funded and to take all those tips and the generosity of my fans and just surprise them. So now I'm using that money in perpetuity to keep funding the next projects.
I have a great friend. He's Dean Friedman. He writes fabulous songwriter. Lives in New York, and he sort of pre-funds. He tells all his fans he wants to make another CD. Send me some money.
Oh,
So they buy it before he's made it.
Right.
that's nice.
That's smart.
But I have to say, I really, these girls, both of them, Renee and Celeste, they are
My
amazing.
two favorite people.
They are, and they become my favorite people too. But,
Oh, we love you,
but,
Janine.
but you, my dear, You both.
Thank you.
Because Renee is an amazing artist.
Yeah,
and
she
she's a
is.
Reiki healer.
Oh, yeah.
And she's so much more. She's so talented in different ways, but she's also creative. Come here. Come stand by us.
She will not go on camera.
Don't hit
She's
like
so.
Oh,
I've looked
Renee's
at her
gonna be on
really
camera.
gorgeous
All right,
pictures.
she won't come on
She
camera.
will not come on
but I
camera.
want to give her kudos because it was the most beautiful thing that I've ever seen. Meaning that Renee, they had to
Yes.
come up with this money. Renee sold
I know.
her paintings to help support
Yeah.
this.
Celeste.
Celeste.
And miraculously,
for
I had the
life.
best tips of my life while I was doing this secretly fundraising. And I was getting like $200, $300 tips a night. And I was like, this must be the manifesting. Because I'm Renee and I,
Oh, it was.
and Deneen knows this. Renee and I have amazing abilities to manifest together. Our energy together, even Trace, which is another whole other thing.
Trace is our
told us this.
Trace is one of my 8 psychics. But I mean Cheryl, of course, is here. but Trace is really great. She's in Ireland, so she's amazing too.
But Deneen is an amazing support, and it's really nice because the truth is I don't really have a lot of family support in my career. My parents are deceased, and then the rest are just kind of not that interested. I don't really have any likes or comments from family members about my career. My grandma might ask, and I take her out to lunch once a month, so she might ask a little bit. But nobody really takes my music career serious. But Renee's family,
Now they will.
Renee's family, her sisters Deneen and Denise, and Deneen's daughters have been at shows, have been supportive all the way through, and it feels like I have family support through them.
Of course.
They've been really close and wonderful. It's been a blessing.
Well, I want to thank you for calling in,
Thank you,
and you
Deneen.
have a beautiful
Yes.
sister and a beautiful sister-in-law. So we're all blessed.
You know what? You're absolutely right. I do, and I'm so grateful to her and so happy for her that she's doing so well.
Thank
I'm
you,
really
Deneen.
proud of
I love
Celeste.
you.
I can't. I'm so excited to see what's coming up next.
Okay. Yay!
Yay! So we don't have any more
Okay.
callers. Thank you, Deneen. We have another caller. Holy shit. Okay. Hi. Welcome to Between the Sheets.
Hello.
Hello. What's your name, please?
Thank you. My name's Kelsey.
Oh, I know Kelsey. Hi, Kelsey. She's out in Arizona.
Hi.
Arizona.
Yes.
Tucson.
I actually really hate being on live anything, and I've literally just felt sick this whole time waiting. But I had to tell you how proud I was of you and how amazing it all is.
Oh, thank you, Kelsey. I really, really appreciate it. She's so supportive. She's done photo shoots for bands and stuff that I've been in, and she's an amazing photographer. And she's out in Tucson, and she's just been super supportive.
Well, thank you for calling in, and now you can go vomit. I appreciate it.
Love you, Kelsey. Thank you for calling. What?
Celeste and Renee, though, are also like my number one power couple. Like,
Yeah,
I
they
love
are.
them when I
They
grow up.
absolutely are, and it's genuine. You can feel the energy. So
They're wonderful people, and Celeste deserves this more than anyone I know.
I agree. So thank you for
you.
calling in from Arizona.
Thank you, Kelsey.
All right, thank you.
Happy
Y'all
holidays.
Have a great night.
Love
You
you.
too.
Bye.
All right. Before we play another song, because guess what, people? It's 8:06 already.
Wow, that time just flew.
So, tidal wave, and we'll play the song. But tell us about the concept of the mermaid
Okay,
and the
this is exciting
album.
to me. Okay, so let me just tell you that when I picked up these CDs from the production company, the replication company, I felt like I was holding a dream that I had in my hand. That everything that I had seen and wanted and envisioned for this had come together in exactly like that. This was the dream I'd had, and so what happened was I'm a Pisces. I'm a big old water sign. My wife is a Cancer. We're both very watery together. We live at the beach on the sand in Oceanside. We live right. Dolphins go right in front of our
Do
house.
not give your address away, please.
Yeah, no, but we live like right on the water, and that's important to us. It's really important to us. We can get that energy from the ocean. I say that the ocean's my church. When I come home, I just feel connected to everything, and I've always identified as a mermaid since I was a little girl. You could never get me out of the pool. I was just all about being in the pool. And so when I wrote the poem Tidal Wave as a love song to my wife, I was sitting outside looking at the ocean from my porch, and I just felt like I need to write a love song a love poem to my wife that really is represented by the water, because I felt like that was just love kind of flowing in and flowing out. So I wrote this song about how my love is like a tidal wave and it's going to carry you away with me. And I wrote this song and I surprised her and she came home. I'm like, I wrote you a poem. And it sat there for like 2 years it's on the file cabinet, magnets. And then and then when I met Jane and Bob, the first thing I thought is I got to write a song based on that poem. It is such a beautiful poem, and the first song should be a love song to my wife. This is when like your song by Elton John.
Yeah.
This is your song, honey. So she goes around, she goes, that's my song. My song. She's very proud. And so then the next concept was so because we're manifesting crazy people together, everything just falls into place. When we're on the same track and we know where we're going, things just happen and opportunities arise that are perfectly in line with what we want. So then a bridal boutique owner that I did a free show for her at her bridal boutique for like a bridal bazaar thing that she had at her boutique, came up to me and she said, hey, I want you to model some bridal gowns for me at the beach. I want to do like this trash the dress thing, and I want to have you going into the ocean. And I was already in production for Headaway, but it was a secret. Nobody knew. I was like, let me tell you a big secret. And so I told her, I said, hey, that would go perfectly as an album cover. If that would be okay with you, I'd like to use the photos that we capture on my album cover with me in the bridal gown. And then the next thing, of course, I don't want to be just in a bridal gown. So I've got to go all out and design a huge headdress.
You sure did. Yes.
And so my friend is very talented. She just gone to Tiki Oasis. Her name is Jeannie Marie, and she does these little designs, and she does these crazy tiki headdresses. So I thought, and Jeannie's a really good friend, and I just love her energy, and she's just this loving, sweet person. I said, Jeannie, let's go shopping. So we go to Michael's and we go to Joann's, and we pick out all these little pieces and parts. But I am not crafty. I'm a one-trick pony. I sing really good, but I mean, maybe two-trick. I can write poems too. And so we picked out all these amazing things, and then Jeannie created magic and assembled these gorgeous things that I had the concept and planned. I just didn't know how to implement. And so then the photo shoot was sponsored. I had to pay a photo editor to add all the extra elements and designs and stuff in the background. But other than that, the photo shoot was sponsored. The dress was sponsored. I paid Jeannie to make me this headdress, and then I did my own makeup for
That's awesome.
for it as well. So that was the concept. I just wanted to have that ocean. It had to be in there for my first out.
So we've been stunning.
Looks great.
Stunning.
Thank you. I'm very proud of it.
So we've been teasing all of you, and the show's not over yet, but you're going to finally hear Renee's song.
Yes, Renee's song.
Renee's song.
AKA Renee's song.
Tidal Wave. Enjoy.
Night falls on the briny deep, and the moon becomes a blazing torch. I will rise up when the world's asleep. I will come ashore. Feel my power drawing near from the bottom of the sea. I'll wash away all your doubts and fears and carry you away with me. Tidal wave, my love is like a tidal wave. Sins of the past, heartaches you had, I'll bury in the sand. Your love will change. Tidal wave, my love is like a tidal wave. Crashing on your shores, a strange and haunting melody. My love will be all yours. Tidal wave, my love is like a tidal wave. Sins of the past, heartaches you had, all buried in the sand. Your love will change. Tidal wave, my love is like a tidal wave. I'll carry you across the sea. We were always meant to be. Tidal wave, my love is like a tidal wave. Sins of the past, heartaches you had, all buried in the sand. Your life will change. Nothing will remain. Tidal wave, my love is like a tidal wave. Tidal wave, my love is like a tidal wave.
Hi, that was Tidal Wave, also
That was
known
amazing.
as Renee's song. Written,
Gorgeous.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Amazing.
That's my
Thank you.
favorite. That's my favorite.
It's just
That's your favorite?
amazing.
Good.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, as we're sitting here bopping around and listening, and no crying this time, it's always spur of the moment on Between the Sheets, because I don't like rules and I cannot stand I organize, but here it's free flowing. So because it's the holiday season in between, I said to Celeste, you know, it's kind of Christmassy, or she said it's Christmas time.
Yes.
And how dare I have her in our studio without not singing live? So she is going to sing a Christmas song for us.
Sure.
Let It Snow.
All right. So down in San Diego, everybody knows me. I miss Christmas. You guys just check out my Instagram and Facebook. You'll see that I go all out, holiday head to toe. I am just like Miss Christmas with my red dress with the white fur and everything. And so I've done all the Christmas tree lightings and all the different events. And so I have, like I said, 38 Christmas parties. So this is all I do all month. So how about, oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since ain't no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. Oh, the fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Or rain out here in California, right?
Okay, that was awesome. I also did this to prove to you guys that she really is the real deal. There's no auto-tune. This is who she is. And what Jane and Bob did was just enhance her God-given gift. Yeah. So you are fucking amazing.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Do we have any callers? Okay, look, it's 8:17. We only got whatever 30 minus 17 is. I don't know. That's how much time we have left.
You got a question, Roxanne, haven't you? Question came in?
Hold on one second. 323-524-2599.
A question came in from Sandra Ann saying, at what age did Celeste identify her singing gift?
You know, it was just, that was 6th grade really was the singing in front of my peers.
I never know what that is.
So
Nor do Americans. 6th grade, what the hell is that?
12?
Okay.
Is that like
Yeah. Is
11
that
or
right?
12 or
You're
something like
like
that?
a-
Isn't everyone's going, I'm not
So that's
sure. Is
kind
it-
of when I was, and then I was, you know, I joined the Seattle Girls Choir, which is this really prestigious choir, and I got a full ride for college as an opera singer. So I was
That's awesome.
full scholarship to Chapman University,
know.
which is not cheap.
That's
No, I know.
amazing.
All right,
That's
we have a
nice
caller.
school.
Caller, hi.
Hi, caller. Welcome to Between the Sheets. What's your name, please?
Hi, it's Larry.
Hey,
Hi,
Larry.
Larry.
Wow, a man.
A man.
I have some male fans.
I had to call in. You know, it's an all-woman show. You have to have a male.
We're glad you called in, Larry. What did you want to say?
Thank you. Hey, I've got a question for Celeste.
Okay.
Everyone knows that fame doesn't happen overnight, but I'd like to know what is the one thing in her life that has prepared her for when that day happens, and it is going to happen.
Oh. What is the one thing that has prepared me for fame? You know, I think it's just the fact that I've been independent for so long. At 18, I was on my own completely and just willing to face the world with whatever it brought my way. And I think that just being, kind of like let go, no safety net, no family, nobody. I had nobody at 18 years old, and I was just out here and going to college. And I think that made me prepared for anything. But number one thing, my wife. Knowing that I have the full support, the full partnership, that she is willing to go as far as it goes, and that she's not afraid of her, a public life. She's not afraid of that. She just doesn't want to be on
I
camera.
would love to turn the camera right now because the door. Hold on.
She's hiding behind her jacket.
Jacket. Now
I
she
knew
has
that.
the jacket in front.
She's so.
I knew that was the number one answer. I just wanted to hear
Yeah.
Can anyone see her?
Yeah.
No,
Can you see her?
Higher.
Oh, there she is. She's waving.
Okay.
She's not one for the camera, but
I'm real.
yeah, she's real. She is real. Everybody that knows me. They always call me Renee and her Celeste, and all the time it happens.
It's Celeste.
Selene.
So,
Celeste, how long have you guys been together?
We got together in 2005. And so we, of course, and then we got legally married in that one little pocket
That
window
little
we
window?
had in
Yeah.
2008.
Yeah.
We got married on November 2nd, and November 4th, the Prop 8 passed.
Whoa.
So we got I wanted to get in right underneath there. So we've
Well
been together
done.
all these years. So we're going on 15 in May.
Congratulations. The caller's still on the line. I want to say thank you, Larry, for calling in. Appreciate it, support, and tell your straight friends to listen.
He's gay.
Oh, you're gay friends.
That's great.
Him and Paul are
More
big
gay
fans.
boys. We want more gay boys.
Oh, Larry and Paul are an amazing couple. How many years have you guys been together?
34.
30.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations.
They moved out here from Colorado year before last, and they discovered me
2 years ago, yep.
2 years ago, and they were trying to find a female singer to follow around.
Wow.
Because they had one in Colorado, and they came upon my show at Misbehaving at Peabody's, and I guess it was kismet as soon as they heard the Pussycat song.
Well, I want to say thank you, Larry.
Love you
Thank
guys.
thank you. Welcome to California.
No snow.
Thank you.
So we've got 9 minutes. This math I could do. We've got 9 minutes.
Oh, can I just say, for those of you that don't know, on the EP here, that she is, when you hear all the beautiful background of, what do you call it, the chorus?
Background.
Yeah, the chorus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Celeste 12 different times on her own.
Amazing.
I call it the Celestial Choir, but my producers thought that was corny, and I was like, but I am kind of corny. So
So how do you do? I mean, when you have to sing with yourself and all those layers, and what is that? Is that like?
Well, Jane is an amazing vocal coach and just has me sing each part. She's like, okay, sing it again, sing it again, sing it again. So we did 3 voices for each part. So I'm singing, it's me layered with me,
Yeah.
me layered with me.
Like 12 times.
12
yeah,
times.
and
12 different. Oh,
3,
wow.
4 voices, 3 times.
But you're also
per voice.
harmonizing with yourself.
Yes, I'm
too.
harmonizing
so
with
it's
myself.
different. It's different components to come
Exactly.
together to have this whole chorus.
Yeah.
So where can everyone, number one, buy this? Please tell them where to buy this.
So the best place, I think, is to buy it right straight from my website. If you want to, it's CelesteBarbier.com. If you need to know how to spell that, it's BARBIER at the end. So CelesteBarbier.com. And but I'm on iTunes. I'm on Amazon Music. I'm on Google Music. I even found out today that I'm on Facebook. When you want to add music to your profile,
Yeah.
you can add like a snippet of any of the songs on this to your Facebook page. I'm not sure how that happens. It's like magic.
Are you
just-
do CD Baby?
I'm on CD Baby.
That's what CD Baby
so
does.
CD Baby has aggregated me all over the place. I'm not doing the free streaming sites yet. Right now, it's just about people downloading, paying for digital downloads, and buying the CDs. Later, at a later time, maybe when the next EP comes out, we'll switch over to some of the free streaming like Spotify and all that, but not yet.
What's your dream? What is your end game?
Okay, so let me tell you something about me as a singer, in that when I was younger, I was kind of goth and I was kind of standoffish, and it was really hard for me to make connections with other people. When I found out when I sang, people would cry, they would get goosebumps, they would get chills. And I felt like, well, that's a real connection. If I'm making somebody feel something way in the pit of their soul and they're having these reactions that they can't control, that's a real connection. So I wanted to go out and make that connection with as many people as possible, because I feel like if you have that kind of reaction with people, it's a gift from God that you need to share. And it's not even a whole like religious thing. It's just what you got to do. And so my end game is to be able to touch as many lives as possible, to be able to put my music and to be able to make people feel and to be able to bring those feelings forward, healing through love, healing through music. My double major that I tried to do was music therapy. I'm really passionate about music being the healing for all of our pain, whether it's like you want to sit there and slit your wrist or whatever you want to do, whatever you're
I would
whatever
never
you're
do
going
that.
through.
I have too big of an ego.
I didn't think you would either.
What would the world do without me?
We can heal that. But we can heal that, and sometimes the crying is the healing.
Yes.
It is the oftentimes it is the healing. So a lot of people will come to my shows. This is one of my favorite fan remarks is, I come here for my healing. That's what, and I get that from a lot of my fans. I come here for my healing, because I sing the songs that resonate with people's lives. Like because I sing so many covers, I'm singing the songs that I call the soundtrack to people's lives, the songs that remind them of their childhood, nostalgia, loved ones, and I can see people and how they're connecting to the songs emotionally in different ways. So that is the most important thing.
She started crying. I started crying.
I know, and that's a beautiful thing to me. And to me, that just meant I made a connection between both of you. Yeah.
You know, a lot of people, they don't know what to do with emotions. Whether it's crying, laughing, well, you're not supposed to, anger. And I do believe, like you said, you do it through music.
Yeah.
But I think, to allow each other to express each emotion, as long as it's not done like really like psychopathically, that would be a
Please
problem.
not.
But and then if it is, then maybe you should just change the meds. But other than that,
Meds won't work.
Meds won't work anyway. But I mean, we really are a society, and that's why I like what we are doing here and what you're doing is, it is about emotion. It is about feeling. We don't have to hide that, and especially as women, we hide, and and people look at women as crying as weakness, but it really is empowerment, because we cry because all the
we're
shit
strong.
we have to take. That it's a release. So people, feel free to cry anytime you want.
Crying's really good.
Crying's
It's
really
real.
good. It's real. It's real.
It is real. Tears are one of the most real things we have left in this world. I think that with the social media and so many fake emotions like, oh, my prayers, my this, my sympathies, my condolences, all these things that people write. But when it comes to really connecting with feelings, and when I'm seeing somebody crying, that's so real.
Yeah.
And I love that.
And
it gives your insides a massage.
Yeah.
And Celeste,
That's nice. I like that visual.
Yeah, massage your insides.
There you go.
Celeste, I just want to say, it feels to me that you just are living your passion, and you're standing in your truth.
Yes.
And it's so courageous of you to do that. I just applaud you and thank you for even the wide range of people that you attract. It sounds like you're attracting younger adults, older adults, right?
I love that I have such a versatile demographic. Do you know, I sing for people, the homeless will stop when I sing on streets. The homeless will stop and say, oh, you're my favorite singer. I have several that when I sing in like La Jolla or in different areas, they'll come up to me and say, oh, you're my favorite one. But then I also sing for private shows for multi-millionaires, and they say that I touch them. So there's no class, there's no every race, every demographic, every age, straight, gay, all these things don't matter. When you're listening to music that touches you, that's all that matters, is that we are all connected, and music is one of those great connecting forces.
I agree.
Yeah.
And if there's anyone out here or out there, she's mostly in the San Diego area, and it's a pity, because she should be everywhere. So anyone who wants to hire Celeste in this area, because God knows we need another night out in this month.
Yeah, right.
We need just one more night out.
The 20th and 21st are off.
Again, what's your website again, sweetheart?
CelesteBarbier.com, and there's a silent R on the end of my name. And I really appreciate all of you guys that are listening. I know a lot of my fans tuned in. I just want to shout out to all of my amazing fans. I have the best fans.
Yeah.
They're so lovely, and I'm just really happy and excited to be here. Thank you,
everybody. I just want to say thank you for joining us on another episode of Between the Sheets. I want to thank my lovely, beautiful family of co-hosts. I can't do this shit without you. You know that, right? Celeste, thank you. Renee, thanks for driving.
Kurt, being so cute.
Thanks for filling in. This show will be up video probably tomorrow. Yeah, because we're really busy on Sunday. We've got 3 L words and LOL and a God knows what.
And I'll put it on my website too.
And you'll put it on the website. So we'll be the visual will be on YouTube probably tomorrow at some point. The audio will be all over the place. iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, everywhere. So please, we're going to do a watch party after this. If you see us doing a watch party, please do watch parties for us. The last show just on the Facebook platform alone did over 2,500. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, we've got a bigger number, but I'm just talking to that one platform. So we are so grateful to you guys. Please spread the word. I love you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much.
Bye from Roxanne Rosen.
Oh, it's been wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Celeste.
Thank you. We'll talk. All right. Okay, we'll talk. But thank you guys again. Please have a great night. Please drive safe wherever you are, snow, wind, rain, hail. And we'll be back on December 20th with an author, Elizabeth Scott. She actually called in as a professional on the Lovely Narcissist show. We will be actually this time discussing her book. And Valerie Milano will be joining us in studio as a rotating co-host. She wasn't able to come last time because her mother did pass away. So our condolences go out to Valerie, and we're just growing our group. So peace, love, harmony, happiness, no fucking drama, and namaste.
From my heart.